Welcome to Duffy's Box, and my favorite holiday, Halloween, that magical time of year when we celebrate the dead, dress up in costumes, and gorge ourselves on enough candy. It's a holiday that truly has it all: ancient pagan rituals, mass-produced decorations, and the ever-present threat of razor blades and apples. Just kidding. Mostly. But seriously, guys, Halloween is a fascinating mishmash of traditions, superstitions, and commercialism. It's a holiday that's evolved over centuries, from a solemn Celtic festival to a sugar-fueled extravaganza. So grab your pumpkin spice latte, put on your most ironic costume, and join me as we delve into the history of Halloween. Let's start from the origin. The Celts did it first, but probably not for the reasons you think. Let's rewind a couple of millennia, shall we? Back to the time of the Celts, those ancient people who knew how to rock a good kilt. They celebrated a little festival called Samhain, which marked the end of the harvest season and the beginning of winter, aka the season of darkness, cold, and probably a lot of complaining. The Celts believed that on the night of Samhain, the boundary between the worlds of the living and the dead became, shall we say, a little porous. This meant that ghosts could just pop in for a visit. Naturally, the Celts weren't exactly thrilled about the prospect of ghostly house guests. So they did what any rational person would do. They wore costumes to confuse the spirits, built bonfires, and made offerings of food. Thus, Halloween was born. Sort of. Fast forward a few centuries and Christianity had become all the rage. Trying to squash pagan traditions is like their favorite thing. So naturally, they tried to rebrand Samhain as All Hallows Eve, All Saints Day, and All Souls Day. But guess what? We still call it Halloween. Check and mate. And what about trick or treating? Well, that tradition has its roots in a rather morbid practice called souling. Basically, poor people would go door to door on All Souls Day, offering prayers for the dead in exchange for food. You know, because nothing says rest in peace like a slightly stale loaf of bread. Over time, souling evolved into the much more consumer-friendly tradition of trick or treating. Now, instead of praying for your dead relatives, kids just threaten to egg your house if you don't give them enough candy. Progress. And what about Halloween movies, where Michael Myers never dies, and neither does the franchise? Let's be real, guys. Halloween wouldn't be the same without horror movies. From classic slashers like Halloween the 1978 version to psychological thrillers like The Shining, there's a horror movie out there for everyone. Even if everyone includes your weird aunt who's obsessed with paranormal documentaries. And who can forget the iconic villains that have become synonymous with Halloween? Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees. These guys are practically celebrities in the world of horror. They're also proof that you can still be successful, even if you wear the same outfit every day and have absolutely no social skills. But hey, at least they're committed to their craft, right? So, time for a real-life horror story. Ronald Clark O'Brien, the Candyman, a man who took Halloween mischief to a whole new level of messed up. In 1974, O'Brien, hoping to cash in on a life insurance policy, gave his own son a cyanide-laced pixie sticks. The really creepy part? He gave out other poisoned treats to neighborhood children, presumably to make it look like a random act. Spoiler alert, it didn't work. O'Brien was convicted of murder and sentenced to death. He was executed in 1984, proving that even on Halloween, karma can be a real treat. Time to Halloween myths. Because bats aren't that into your hair. Halloween is a time for spooky stories, urban legends, and outright lies masquerading as truth. But fear not, dear readers, because I'm here to debunk some of the most common Halloween myths. Myth: black cats are bad luck. Reality: black cats are just cats. Many consider them good luck. Myth: if you see a spider on Halloween, it's actually your dead relative coming to visit. Reality: it's just a spider. Get a broom. Myth: trick or treating is unsafe. Reality: it's generally safe with supervision. See, the truth is much less terrifying and much less interesting. But hey, don't let facts get in the way of a good spooky story. Now let's talk about the commercialization of Halloween. Let's be honest, Halloween has become a marketing bonanza. From overpriced costumes to pumpkin-spiced everything. Don't get me wrong, I love a good tacky Halloween decoration. But there's something slightly depressing about the fact that a holiday that was once about warding off evil spirits, it's now about who has the sexiest costume. But hey, at least it's good for the economy, right? Did you know that about 90 million pounds of chocolate are sold in the week leading up to Halloween? Also, the average person spends around $100 on Halloween. Facts that you can casually drop at your next Halloween party to sound super smart. So, enjoy your Halloween, if you dare. As you carve your pumpkins, hang your fake cobwebs, take a moment to appreciate the long and strange journey of Halloween. It's a holiday that survived centuries of change, and if that's not something to celebrate, I don't know what is. So go forth and enjoy the spooky festivities. Just try not to get too much fake blood on your ironic costume. Like, subscribe, and comment below with your favorite Halloween traditions or murder stories. Until next time, happy Halloween!